Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out the newest episode of Mushoku Tensei, episode 6 of season 3, Another Domestic Disaster. That title has me a little bit worried because, as I've said in quite a few of my last reactions, because everything is so peaceful and wholesome right now, I'm very much waiting for the other shoe to drop and things to take a turn for the worse. So hopefully that's not this episode, but we'll have to watch and see. Other than that, let's hop right into this episode. If you are new to my channel, though, this will be more of a watch along than just a reaction. So if you'd like the audio and or full video, you can sync up with your own copy of the episode. If not, you can see it blurred behind me and read the subtitles below me to follow along. I'll just give us a countdown. We can hop right into this episode. 3, 2, 1, start. Ah, that should be good. Loosey goosey. Oh, that's actually adorable. Her little bows. Oh, I'm surprised. That's not just Liliana doing that. And not her name, by the way, I don't think. Even yeah, daughter is quite the change. That's fair. Yeah, if you lose one, yeah, we didn't exactly end up on the best terms, but okay. I'm glad I did remember who this person was. I thought it was with Sarah's group. Something. Oh, it's scaring her, but her mom knew magic, but she didn't have any like future sight or like any fortune telling or anything like that I remember. But it feels like she knows like something ominous. Oh, maybe not. Hopefully that's all. Because that was very ominous. It felt like she knew something bad was gonna happen to the kid or something, but might just be motherly instincts coming back a bit. Wouldn't refuse a request from you, Roxy. So humble. Renoa royals are required to make the journey. Oh, it's like a rite of passage. Hmm. Okay, so this is definitely going to be Sarah's group that we run into at some point here. That'd be nice. We haven't seen too much of the princess more recently. More worried about having two royals. Fair, that does double our work. Oh, it makes me so fucking happy they brought back the like intros like that for the openings. And friendly together. And we haven't met this royal family or anything, I don't think. Not that I remember anyways. Not seem pleased to have that. Amazon Ace. Definitely those two. I don't think that was the name of their party though, so it must be a new one after they split up. A little bit of a awkward reunion. This is the type of reunion I was expecting um between Eris and Rudy. Yeah, you were a bit in your own feels at that moment. That was a rough time for him, but managed to get through eventually, but hopefully we can get on a little bit better terms. Oh, tank that shit. I love how even before Rudeus could get in and start taking action, Roxy already took care of it. Bit frustrated. The first location, I would assume. This reminds me of if you've ever played Skyrim, when you go up to the mountain and you stop by all the shrines, or in the DLC when you're going through like the Snow Elf area, all the little shrines. Bowing down. I actually quite agree. He deserves it. You should also be saying that's my wife, not just master. Running away. General idea. I like the soundtrack. Dearest sister. She just staring down Rudy. Yeah, I knew exactly what she was doing. She stays scheming. It's interesting that she still goes by Fitz when she's working with Ariel, or Ariel. Um but she doesn't wear like the visor that was hiding her identity. Lock in, my boy. Mm, I like that he was took a peek at Roxy there because that she is the one that helped him stop running away in the first place and go outside. I actually assume she probably liked that he actually cared about the party. Oh, so once you hit a recent point, it's like we literally don't care. We just have to get the best of the best. What a face. This is honestly good practice for dealing with this type because she's very, very similar to Eris in a lot of ways, to be honest. Definitely have their differences, but yeah, far from it, to be honest. Oh, even remembers that. She was kind of a bit rude in that whole situation as well, but yeah, that whole aspect. But there was a lot of emotions going on at that point. Straight up was a rebound. Honestly, probably true. Yeah, he's honestly very much even more now just living in this world. I feel like his pre-reincarnation and his reincarnation life are so connected now. I don't think you need to share this part, Rudeus. That is true. I love how straight this scene was played. Like it was just very much that went much better than I thought. Slight friction when they first went out and were talking, but on very good terms, very open as well. I love. I forget if I don't think we've seen these girls before. I think they're new to this party of Sarah's, but oh god, the um, it reminds me of a more like old school like warrior design from like 80s, 70s, maybe 60s. I forget what era that was. Like I can picture the type of like art um I'm thinking of, but I don't remember what actually decade that's from. Roxy getting a new fangirl. Yeah, I think it's the one of the things that gives that vibe of her design is the headband. Ew. Oh wow, this episode. Oh, we still have 5 minutes. I was gonna say one episode went by really quick. Sylphie was like, I'm ready for more. If you want another one." Both special. You shouldn't have done that, because I... Yeah, I was gonna say, because I don't know if it's 100% fact, but I feel like that's gotta happen endgame. And I was actually thinking about this during this episode, because I mentioned that they left on bad terms, but Rudy does know that she wasn't doing it on purpose. Cut Sylvie is diabolical. What a cut. I love, with the type of relationship that they have, I like that we actually had a full on conversation and moment about them setting boundaries. I feel like that's really important. Not the answer he's looking for, but it's the answer she's come to, I think. Yeah, I don't think she cares about the title. She just wants to be stronger. Oh, little bit of a rematch? I'm glad we're getting to see even a little bit more of them. I was worried we weren't going to see Nina again. I love now when she's fighting, she just has a big old smile on her face. Oh! Jesus, so quick. Oh, she tanked that too. And I assume this means that she's on her way out now. What a fantastic episode. Phase 4. 4 and 5. Ding. When I saw the 4, I thought it was turning point 4. My heart dropped a little bit, but it's not turning point, so I don't know what that is implying. This last little scene, I thought they were gonna cut away because we had so little time. Like, I looked over at my timer and we had like a minute left. I love how they just fully did this scene. But the art was very good. There was quite a few action shots in this episode that looked really good. Like everything with like the bears earlier in the episode when they were adventuring. And that final slash looks so cool. Just that attack in general is really awesome the way they animate it, especially this season. Because I think technically we have seen Ghislaine use it before. Sorry, I'm butchering names today. Um, and this scene also really, I really like. Um, I like that she's actually putting her foot down and setting some boundaries, and just seeing. I feel like this is one of the episodes that really you get to see Rudeus's development as a character. They kind of talked about it, like um, with Sarah, but just like earlier, like beginning of season 2, like after everything that happened with Eris, this is not the type of guy he was, and even like for quite a while into season 2, it was in a different headspace. So I love the fact that we're here now, and it's honestly worrying how good everything is going. That's honestly been my takeaway for most of the season so far. Is just I'm concerned it's going too well. Um, but yeah, I was not expecting to actually see Sarah again. Like I thought she might be a character that we never see again or don't see for quite a while, but I actually quite enjoyed this, and I think it's good character building for Rudeus as well to see this and have this interaction before we ever get the reunion between Eris and um uh Rudeus. Very cute though. I love just how open the show is and unafraid it is to actually like talk about these subjects. I feel like so much of this stuff is like there is so many fantasy series that like have things like this but never actually bring up like the real problems or concerns or like complications of these types of like relationships or just the personality and effects of how someone's acting. Like I love that we had both of them essentially apologize for how they acted to each other in that season and acknowledging that like they were kind of both in the wrong, but at the same time, they both kind of weren't in the wrong because they understand where the other one came from now. It's really good. Um, I feel like it would have been really easy for when Sarah came back into the story to just make her like a bitch and just make her like sort of an antagonistic role and either make her like super jealous about the girls or just like super frustrated and annoying the whole episode. I love that that's not the direction we went in. Um, because while that is technically maybe somewhat realistic at sometimes, the average person isn't always that crazy, and I love that we get to see a more little bit chill, normal relationship and conversations and just proper like dialogue between two characters is so good. It's dialogue was a bad choice of word. Conversations between characters. Um I love getting to see Roxy get a little bit of a fangirl all episode. That was really fun. Whenever she gets to get gassed up by characters, I'm all for it. Um, especially when it has to do with her magic, because I feel like she always very much underestimated herself with magic, when she really is like a absolute beast. And yeah, I also really enjoyed. It took me. I thought that's who it was at the beginning, but I like that. Um, we got to see Suzanne as well again. Also, and this whole scene at the very beginning was adorable. Although I quickly just want to go over what exactly because there's this the way she's just staring into his eyes, and like I don't know if she just preemptively could understand that she was about to end up crying and something like that, or if she got frightened and scared because of the reaction that he was giving. But the fact that Rudy has said that the whole thing about Milk could just be that, and it's just her like motherly instincts helping to bring back her personality and sense of self. But there's a part of me that's worried that like she was like stuck in like a magic crystal, and I wouldn't be surprised. or maybe it's just because she had magic in the first place. If she has some sort of like foresight or ability to see the future and she's seeing like a really bad outcome that she's trying to get Rudeus to avoid or something like that. That was kind of my first reaction during that moment. It kind of went a little bit away after Rudeus had that whole conversation, but that could also just be a mislead about him saying the stuff with the milk to throw you off of that scene. But that is just another moment I definitely wanted to highlight in this video because it really stood out to me. But it looks like maybe Eris is coming back around in the story pretty quickly now, though. I'm kind of expecting it. But I'll be really excited to see how that goes and how exactly it plays out. But other than that, I'll catch you guys all later, and I will have my One Piece reaction up in a little bit. And I also believe there's a special episode for My Hero Academia. And I will be watching and reacting to that on my channel as well today. So just keep an eye out. Other than that, I'll catch you guys all later, and peace.